Hey guys, Aaron Killer here, and today we are doing another review video. Now, today we're going to be doing a review on Call of Duty Black Ops 2, like basically continuing from Call of Duty Black Ops 1. And we're going to start off every video like we're always going to start it with the loading screens. So in Call of Duty Black Ops 1, the loading screens are actually really good. Of course, you have that loading time where you can't skip, and it's just loading in the game, and then you can skip the rest of it if you want to. Now, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is basically the same. It actually, you have the part where you can't skip, and then you are capable of skipping it after a certain time, like you've just seen there. The one thing with the loading screen, I think they've solved the issue of the freezing when you click on multiplayer. I think, because I remember I remember saying in the previous one that when I clicked on multiplayer, it freezed for quite a long time, and I was a bit like, has it frozen? And I was a little bit unsure whether the Xbox had frozen or it was like still loading it. And I was literally just about to click it, and then it actually worked. Like switch on the console, and then it worked. This one, I think they've stopped that issue. I think so. There is no like freezing. I think, of course, you have a little bit of it like where it does it thinking for a bit, but it's kind of like stopped. Stop the freezing for ages. It has. The next thing we're going to go on to talk about is the campaign. Now, I said in the last one is the campaign in Black Ops 1 I didn't quite understand. I've had a comment from someone who has explained that to me now, how the campaign works, and I understand it now a little bit more. Like I get the campaign a little bit more. But I still feel like I have that bit in me that I still doesn't quite understand the story from the previous one. This one, I feel like I understood the story a lot more. I did understand the story a lot more. I didn't understand it completely, but I understood it a lot more. I thought the story was a lot better than the previous one I did. It was a lot better. Of course, we've got Black Ops 3 now, which I think they've said for Black Ops 3 that the story is not continued in Black Ops 3 as Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1. That's all stopped. But the campaign in it is actually not that bad. I understand the campaign a lot more than I did in the previous one, I will say. Now I think we'll go on to zombies next. Zombies, I think, is actually I quite like the zombies on Black Ops 1. Black Ops 2, sorry. Because it has a story to it. It does, it has an actual story, like a thing that you need to do, not it does have a story in it. Like, the story is really good. As in Black Ops 1, it was more like, look, here are some zombies, here's some maps, there's no real story to it, just go ahead and play. The closest I think I ever got to actually having a story was possibly the map 5, where they kind of laid the story slightly, where they were doing tests in a science lab, and then all of a sudden it went all wrong, and then they had zombies and so on and so forth. And that was the closest I thought I've ever got to a story on Black Ops 1 for zombies. In zombies, you have you've got the whole big story. Of course, you have transit, and then you've got all the other DLC map packs, which I feel a little bit annoyed about, that you have to download to continue with the story, and I do feel a tad annoyed with that. That you have to download DLCs to kind of get the story of zombies and everything. And I do feel a little bit annoyed with that, but I suppose they've got to have some pay for stuff in it to earn a little bit of extra money and everything, so that was their way. I like the story in it is good for zombies. I like it how they've actually added a story. I like the way transit. You have an objective. You don't just it's not it's just survive as long as possible. You have to unlock the pack-a-punch. You have to build. You get to build things like the zombie shield and the turbine. You have to there's stuff to do in it. There is. I also like the way that you get to basically do a custom game. So like you can say, oh, I'm just gonna leave it all the way it is, really leave it in original, all that type of stuff. Or you can say, hey, actually, I tend to get to round 5 pretty easily almost every single game I do it, unless, of course, I end up mucking up for some stupid reason. Then you can just set it up to round 5 immediately, so you start off that round instead of having to go through all round 5s again. You can also change the difficulty. So, like, you can like have how difficult they are. You can only have it on easy or original, but still, that's still like a bit of a difference. And then you've also got like magic, you've got headshots only, and stuff like that. So like that's really, I just like the way you can customize the maps to maybe to make it a little bit easier if you have trouble with zombies, or a little bit more challenging if you are one of the best at zombies. The next thing is multiplayer that we're going to go on about. Now, I said in the previous multiplayer, the one problem I had was the bots. That the bots were like on a recruit, the easiest difficulty. They were like pretty difficult. They were still pretty difficult. They kept aiming down the sights, and they killed you pretty easily. As in this one, they don't. They just do hip fire, so it's a lot more easier, and I quite like that, how they've like basically downgraded the bot slightly to make it slightly easier for you. That is really good. You can now, I think, in the Black Ops 2 as well, you can customize the like game a little bit more, I think, as well. So like I think in the previous one, you literally got the choice of what type of game, what map you wanted to do, what type of game mode you wanted to do, and then that was it. That was it. This one, you get what type of map you want to do, what type of game mode you want to do, and then you can go more in depth. So you can go, I don't want this weapon to be able to be used, but I do want this weapon to be able to use. For instance, you could say, I want it to be snipers only, so you can disable every other weapon and only have sniper rifles, which then makes it a lot easier. You can also up the capacity of what you can have. So, like, of course, the maximum amount of things you can have is 17, and you can up that to 17. You can lower it only like down to, I think it's 3 or 2 or 1, and that is really good as well. So overall, like I said in the previous one, Black Ops 2 is probably the better one, because basically the Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, as far as I'm aware, are only on 360 and PlayStation 3. Of course, as well as PC, but like they're only on like last gen consoles, as the Xbox One's out now, and Black Ops 3 is on that. But if you haven't got an Xbox One but you're looking to get a Call of Duty, basically my preferred out of the Black Ops, if you're interested in the Black Ops series, is probably to get Black Ops 2, as it's like set more futuristic. It still has some of the like same weapons, like some similar weapons that like seem similar to the old one, but it also has some more futuristic weapons. They haven't gone full blown like proper futuristic, where like you can double jump and that malarkey, but they have gone a futuristic in the weapon type way of it. So it's a lot more futuristic, I would say. As Black Ops 1 is more like modern weapons, like now guns, now equipment, and that type of stuff. So yeah, if you were to get one, if you're deciding between getting one of the Black Opses on the 360, Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, I would say get this one, because it is really good fun. You can customize the game modes a lot more. So say you want like a specific, like I was saying earlier on, you want a specific weapon to be used only, you can say that weapon can only be used, play it with your friends, have quite a bit of fun. It's a good Call of Duty overall. Of course, if you've got an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, I would probably recommend get Black Ops 3, but I haven't played Black Ops 3 myself, so I can't give an overall view on that at the moment. But hopefully I will be able to, hopefully I will maybe one day get Black Ops 3, and I'll be able to give an overview on that, see what I think. So, yeah, I think the good one to get is probably Black Ops 2. Anyway, that's it for the review today, guys. At the end of the day, it's your decision whether you want to get the game or not. These are what I thought on the game. Yeah. please remember to hit that like button if you want to see more review videos like this, and don't forget to subscribe, because I try to do like weekly content, like weekly different content. I do Destiny vids. I'm doing the COD Ghost campaign on Veteran. I do Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero. I'm doing lots of different videos, so don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.